maybe not so close to the face here. Is there even a filter here? My goodness. Well, we'll just have to work with what my face looks like, okay? Alright, so hopefully people are catching on to the fact that I'm randomly hopping on here live after I'm on my TikTok. So let's see what comes through here. I'm feeling called to my shamanism deck here. So over on TikTok, we did some theta healing. We also talked about creativity, talked about how we're looking at ourselves as I'm talking about filters. How we're taking care of ourselves. We talked about travel, gratitude, things like that. So tonight, if you want to hop in and get a mediumship reading with two mediums, that's at 8 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time. Okay. Hello, welcome in. If you want me to just pull you up a card, let me know. If you have a question, you can focus on that. These are all free, which is nice. You can also pick a number between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Between 1 and 10. I know which one I'm feeling called to for me. That one I'm feeling called to for me. So what number? Feel free to share if you would like. So we can start telling a story here. So yeah, if you want to get on the list for a mediumship reading, that's 8 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time. You can go to my link tree. I'll pop that in the description, or horsemanreadings.com, okay, through my store. So the ghost dance, that's coming through, it feels like 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's this one. So just as a general message here, this is talking about your psychic and your creative abilities. It really feels like you're really in a psychic energy right now, so that means this is time to fire out any projects or things that you have been wanting to work on. That's super important to acknowledge. I definitely relate to this. So card number 4, Wonderosity. I like that name. The Beloved comes through. This is talking about love languages. I'm not sure if you know your love language. Do you? Do you know your love language? So you have changes coming through here. Numerology would be good for you as well underneath my VIP membership in my horsemanreadings.com. That's all through my site. You pay a monthly fee. It's $55.55. There's 5 on the card here. It's tarot and numerology, and we also our signs and symbols program might be good for you in there as well. Regardless, pay attention to numbers that you're drawn towards, and also your love language, quality time, and receiving gifts. Okay, but quality time might be the first one. I haven't looked up my second one. My husband's is quality time as well, and so that's something really to pay attention to, who actually wants to spend time with you. So it's not just about love life, it's like out of the people around you, who is willing to take the time for you. So if I look into my own life right now, I've been working on some plans with a friend, and we haven't really been spending very much time together, and we used to. She's going through a lot right now, but if quality time were my number one thing, I would want this person to like acknowledge that within me, but they would have to know that about me, if that makes sense. So sometimes what we'll do is we'll give, hello Delia, sometimes we'll give what we want back in return. So I would also say pay attention to that with the others in your relationships. Are they people who give a lot of gifts to you? Because if that's the case, they probably like gifts. That's why they're giving gifts. Now, my husband thought that my love language was gifts, which is hilarious because it's nowhere near the truth. But that makes sense why he's always like, he would buy me things and almost like expect me to be really happy, which it's not that I wasn't grateful, it's just that wouldn't be like what I'm looking for. So I think it's important to acknowledge how the other people around you are giving, and also that the people that are around you know that about you. Okay? Really important. Otherwise, we can fall into like the trap of, a lot of negative emotions. And so I feel like that's kind of our responsibility to express if we know that about ourselves. And also, again, just observing other people's too. Or you could ask them, and maybe asking other people could be helpful too. Okay. So getting involved in those projects where we're in that psychic energy and focusing more on our give and take. So Delia, is there a card you would like me to pull out? You can pick between 1 and 5 or 1 and 10, whichever you choose. I'm going to read one of my cards that I picked out. Corn. That has the number 10 on it, which is interesting because this was in the pile of 10. Okay, I see this as manifestation, so we can all benefit from the shared energy here. Manifestation's really, to me, about using visualization as a tool. So psychically, what are you feeling into? If you close your eyes right now, do you see anything? I see stars. And I've been talking about stars in my last reading on TikTok. So to me, I'm feeling like, and I'm being drawn to the birds. I'm feeling like for us as well, it's important, and I shared this in the other reading, for us right now to get outside and at nighttime look up at those stars. Focus on the blessings, communicating with higher self as well, which is tapping more into what it is that you need. So keep practicing and learning about this. In my VIP membership, that's where we have tons and tons of programs on how to develop these things and this energy that we all need within us. I'm also feeling like vacations are coming up for a lot of people. It is that time of year where a lot of people will go down south and plan vacations. So 7. Okay, it's this card. Fire. 19. Okay, so that's actually feminine energy. So I'm feeling like it's interesting. Right before I came on here, I was feeling into my crystal ball, and I'm like, okay, there's going to be a connection to this with someone in here, someone that could really benefit from using a crystal ball. So I would recommend, if you have the opportunity to work with a crystal ball, do that. Or if you ever get a reading from me, ask for my crystal ball. I have a brand new one that I love. I also feel like gifts are coming through here for you, Delia, as well. It just feels like buying yourself gifts, receiving gifts, manifesting gifts to come to you. It's not just about money, but it feels more like celebration and celebrating yourself in general. Okay? So don't be afraid to give to yourself. I was sharing that I'm going to be putting tons and tons of sales underneath my store. That's going to start soon. So pay attention to that. We have the sacrifice as well. So this usually talks about going down to go up. So what do we need to put aside in order to get these things that we want? So for instance, if it's like today, if I need to go out shopping, because there's a place I really want to go for my store that I'm creating, then I need to put some work aside to actually go out and shop for work. So that's an example of how I need to put a little bit of time aside. This could also be money. This also could be energy. What are you putting too much energy? I'm still getting end time into that's not working for you. So cutting some energy cords might be good for you here as well. Okay. Yes. So those are our messages. I think everybody can benefit from those. I'd love to hear if you watch this later on. So mediumship is 8 p.m. tonight. They're 35 Canadian. You can come in and listen. You don't have to buy one if you want to get on the list to guarantee you to be the first person on there or the second, depending on where we are on our list right now. You can book that in through horsemanreadings.com, through my store, or my link tree, which I'll put in the description here. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Thanks so much for being here. Please make sure you're following me on all my platforms. Again, Linktree in the comments is where you'll find all my updated stuff. So like yoga that's coming up, getting onto my email list for when I'm doing promotions, etc. All right. So thank you so much for being here, subscribing, liking, and commenting. Take care. You're welcome.